Hey, Sherry Horne-Ellstrom here, Pajama Grandma, and I just want to take a second to talk to you about pain and what are the positives of pain. Now, before you scream and yell and curse at me, and you might be in your head and in your bed right now doing that, because if somebody would have told me there were positives about pain when I am having a bad flare, like today I got a headache, but I'm just moving forward anyway. But if somebody were to tell me there's positives with chronic pain, I would say that they're full of crap and that they didn't know what they're talking about. And obviously they don't have chronic pain. But if I'm honest with myself, and that's sometimes hard to be, there are upsides to pain. Pain is a signal to us that there's something wrong. And usually it gets bad when we don't pay attention to it. But it's a signal. It's a sign that we need to pay attention to something. And if we pay attention to that and we fix that, then the pain will be reduced and go away. But if we don't, the pain will persist and get worse and become chronic. And as a person that's had chronic pain for 37 years, I sometimes think, well, what the hell is wrong with me that I haven't been able to get rid of this in my life? And it's just part of my personal experience. Just like we all experience different things, that's just part of my experience here on the planet Earth. But there are upsides to pain. Pain has gotten me out of having to do a lot of stuff that I didn't want to do. And it's hard to admit, but sometimes I didn't want to go on long hikes with the family and the kids. I didn't want to climb rocks with my son. I didn't want to clean or do or participate in a particular business activity. So chronic pain has allowed me to guilt-freely say no to some of those things that my heart really wanted to say no to in the first place. And that's hard to admit, and most people with chronic pain won't admit that there is an upside to it and that there are things that we don't have to do because we have chronic pain. Now, I will tell you, having chronic pain is a really shitty way to live your life and get out of doing things that you don't want to do. It's a lot better to stand up for yourself, be honest with yourself, be honest with the people around you, and say, yeah, I really don't want to do that. I really don't want to climb rocks. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm afraid of heights, and I don't want to climb up rocks. Or, you know, yeah, that sounds fun, but I don't want to go down a 1,000-foot water slide. Nope, doesn't sound fun to me. So think about it today. What are some of the things that chronic pain is allowing you to say no to? Because those are the things that you need to step up and say no to anyway. Because by letting go of some of our pain, there's so many more things that we can say yes to, that are the things in our life experience that we want to participate in, that we want to be a part of. And there's things that we don't want to miss out on anymore. I mean, sometimes chronic pain has kept me from, going to a birthday party or going to a graduation party or going to a wedding because I didn't feel good enough to go, and I didn't want to go, and I wanted to go, but the pain stopped me from going. And do I really want to miss out on those things? No, absolutely not. So be honest with yourself. And I know it's hard, but as much as we like to think that there's nothing good about pain and there's nothing that pain is doing for us, if it weren't doing anything for us, we wouldn't experience it anymore. And I guess I'd like to hear your comments on that, because I've learned that that's true in my life, but you might not believe it. You might not think that it's true in your life. And we'll talk about those topics going forward too, because I made a stack of lots of topics we're going to talk about with respect to pain, because if we nail them and we deal with them one at a time, it will help to reduce our pain, because I'm trying to reduce my chronic pain at all times too, and I want to bring you along with me on that journey. So if you're ready to say no to your chronic pain, to start killing it and kicking it to the curb and knocking it out of your life, join me on these little videos. Join me for our free 30-day chronic painkillers challenge. You can do that on this Facebook page. You can sign up, or I'll share the link below. Or just check out chronicpainkillerswithaz.com and see what there is there for you. Because if you're like me and you've got chronic pain, you want to be on a constant vigil for looking out and seeing what might help you to feel better. Go out, make it an awesome pain-free day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.